Folks, it's on, and there is nothing quite like a great presidential campaign. Placards and pom-poms, rallies and roasts, polls and predictions, debates and diner food, inspiring speeches and infamous flubs. The presidential campaign has a natural energy that every 4 years reinvigorates American politics and reintroduces Americans to the long process that more than any other helps write the next page in our history as a nation. From the snows of New Hampshire to the windswept plains of Iowa, from the fried Oreos of the state fairs to the suburban coffee klatches, the local TV interviews, the social media screeds, there is nothing like it anywhere else in the world. And yeah, biased media, baseless claims, dirty tricks, and unfortunately the deep state are all part of it too. Even though it can be long and often frustrating, embrace it all. Though some might disagree for political purposes, naturally. In America, there is no such thing as people waiting their turn. The more candidates on the stage, the better. This process is a symbol, not just of vibrant political parties, but of an energetic democratic process. And that's something that we need right now. The players are all largely now on the stage. No Hollywood screenwriter or Oscar-winning actor can fathom the size, complexity, risk, and reward of the trail that is before all of these candidates. A vanquished former president attempting to do what has only been done once in American political history, stage a comeback that even Teddy Roosevelt couldn't manage. A popular Florida governor seen as a rising star, but untested on the national stage. The first black U.S. senator elected from the South since Reconstruction, leveraging a powerful personal story of beating the odds. A former vice president, perhaps, discarded by his old boss who stood his legal and ethical ground in the face of a mob, now trying to claw his way back to relevance. A first-generation Indian-American woman, both a former governor and UN ambassador, touting her broad leadership experience and common sense. Another former governor, once the nation's top border official, looking to stem the tide of illegal immigrants and drugs. A young, articulate entrepreneur who made his name fighting woke corporate interests and what he calls the left's social justice scam. Another millionaire businessman with a barnstorming bus tour. And a governor from North Dakota most Americans have never heard of. Perhaps even a former New Jersey governor who, with no natural constituency and nothing to lose, may just run to have a chance to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump. The presidential campaign, folks, is not an argument. It's a great national conversation about the future of our republic. For most Americans at this point, that conversation is barely above a whisper. It's in the periphery of their hearing as they deal with work and school and making their bills and planning their vacations, paying their taxes, and living life. But that's about to change. In the months to come, the campaign will crescendo like an odd political symphony to a climax that is inescapable for all of us as each side chooses its standard bearers. There will be key changes and tempo shifts. There will be twists and surprises. But one thing is certain. No one in American politics has ever owed anything from the electorate. That's why frontrunners often don't stay at the head of the pack, and candidates that polls and pundits may love can suddenly find themselves in heated competition. It's why our system, even after all of these years, is still full of often wonderful surprises. About 100 years ago, when George Gershwin premiered Rhapsody in Blue in New York, many people in the audience, underwhelmed by the opening numbers, were irritable and impatient. They walked out of the theater. Those who left missed out on the amazing, quintessentially American music that would become iconic the world over. Yes, the campaign can be long, it can be dissident, it can be soaring, it can make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, it can make you cheer, it can even make you cry. But whatever it does, don't walk out on this campaign. Watch the candidates that don't just put America first, but make Americans excited about the process of selecting the leader of the free world again. The campaign is about getting people to believe that when we look in the mirror, we aren't the image the left wants us to see, but rather the proud American ready to tackle that which is yet to come. It's about choosing the one person who more than any other will be our voice in that process. After all the speeches and swipes, the challenge for every American and every campaign will be coming together to face united the threats to freedom from radical social engineering, government overreach, grievance culture, racial division, and authoritarianism on the rise around the world. So, folks, welcome. Welcome to the great American adventure, everyone. Honor the process and those who came before us by being excited about your role in it.